Welcome to Context 101. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon for more breaking updates. Global trade has long revolved around sea lanes and choke points, but deep in Asia, a new story is unfolding. On steel rails, not water, a 5,300-kilometer rail link now connects China's industrial heartland to Iran's resource-rich territory, bypassing traditional maritime routes. This isn't just a train, it's an economic artery, a bold challenge to the established order. The first freight train from Xi'an to Tehran in 2000, Enchiabaderman, on 2025. Enchidan carried the ambitions of Beijing and the hopes of a sanctioned Iran. For China, it's a Belt and Road Initiative milestone, securing land routes immune to naval blockades. For Iran, it's a lifeline to bypass sanctions. The journey, cutting through Kazakhstan and Turkmenistan, slashes shipping times from over a month by sea to just 2 weeks by land. But this railway is more than logistics. It's a symbol of a growing alliance, aiming to create a multipolar world less dependent on Western systems. The world is watching as this Iron Silk Road becomes a flashpoint, raising questions about whether it will bring prosperity or spark new rivalries. The story of this railway is the story of a changing world, one steel rail at a time. To understand this railway, look back at decades of shared interests and common adversaries between China and Iran. Iran's isolation since 1979, driven by waves of sanctions, forced it to seek new partners and alternative trade routes. China, meanwhile, grew anxious about its dependence on U.S. patrolled sea lanes for trade and energy. Both nations saw opportunity. Iran needed to break free from Western control, and China wanted secure overland corridors. Their partnership deepened with China buying Iranian oil and investing in infrastructure, culminating in a 25-year strategic agreement in 2021. The railway became a strategic imperative, not just an idea. Leaders in both countries spoke of a shared vision for a new international order, with the rail link as its ultimate symbol. For Iran, it's resistance against Western dominance. For China, it's a cornerstone of the Belt and Road Initiative. The result? A tangible project promising mutual benefit and a future less tied to Western economic structures. The Belt and Road Initiative, BRI, is China's grand plan to connect Asia, Africa, and Europe through vast infrastructure. Iran, at the crossroads of the Middle East and Central Asia, is essential to this vision. The Tehran-Xi'an rail link is the crown jewel, transforming Iran from a resource supplier to a critical transit hub. Chinese investment extends beyond the railway, upgrading ports, building industrial parks, and modernizing telecoms. The railway ties these projects together, creating a synergistic system that binds the two economies. Critics warn of debt-trap diplomacy, but Iran welcomes the investment as an alternative to Western financing. For China, investing in Iran is a gamble in a volatile region, but the rewards could be immense. The success of this Persian jewel depends on both economic viability and regional security. The stakes are high, but so is the potential for transformation. The journey starts in Xi'an, China's ancient Silk Road capital, now a modern logistics hub. Freight trains loaded with electronics, auto parts, and textiles head west, leveraging China's advanced rail network, crossing into Kazakhstan and Turkmenistan. The route relies on trilateral cooperation and seamless logistics. The Ayagos-Tacheng crossing, opened in 2023, boosted capacity for this growing trade. After entering Iran at Sarax, cargo travels southwest to Tehran, completing the trip in just 14-15 days, far faster than the 40-day sea route. The operation involves all 4 national railways, reflecting new trade dynamics. Eastbound, Iran sends petrochemicals and agricultural goods to China. Westbound, China supplies manufactured products to Iran. President Raisi called it a bridge of prosperity that no external pressure can break. Freight volumes have steadily increased, proving the corridor's value. The new rail link's strategic value was quickly tested. In June 2025, Israeli airstrikes, supported by the U.S., targeted Iran's nuclear sites and key railway infrastructure. The conflict, dubbed the 12-Day War, was as much about the new trade corridor as nuclear concerns. Tehran responded by briefly closing the Strait of Hormuz, reminding the world of its power over vital sea lanes. Oil prices soared, exposing the fragility of global trade. The war underscored that the railway is more than commerce. It's a direct challenge to the geopolitical status quo. The lesson in today's world: infrastructure is security, and the battle for trade routes is fierce. The China-Iran rail link is a powerful tool for sanctions evasion, bypassing Western-controlled ports, banks, and shipping. Iranian producers now have direct, reliable access to China's vast market, boosting non-oil exports and modernizing industries. The railway reduces dependence on volatile sea routes and opens new opportunities for entrepreneurs. Iran's role as a regional transit hub is growing, with neighboring countries eyeing its rail network as a land bridge to China. This creates new revenue streams and intensifies competition among regional corridors. Challenges remain. Cheap Chinese goods could threaten local industries, and over-reliance on China is a risk. Still, optimism prevails. The railway is seen as a step toward economic normalization and regional reintegration. The ripple effects are reshaping economic patterns across Eurasia. The Iron Silk Road is changing the rules of the game. Dr. Arash Kamali, a Eurasian geopolitics expert, says the Tehran-Xi'an rail link marks a seismic shift in global trade. For decades, U.S. naval power underpinned maritime trade. Now, overland routes like this challenge that dominance. The railway's true value is resilience, offering a strategic backup to vulnerable sea lanes. For China, it's economic insurance. For Iran, a lifeline. Security cooperation is deepening, with intelligence sharing and joint patrols along the corridor. This integration forms a new geopolitical bloc, independent of Western alliances. The Tehran-Xi'an line is just the beginning. Its success is spurring similar projects, like the North-South Transport Corridor, linking Russia and India via Iran. The world is splitting into competing connectivity blocks, China, Russia, Iran versus US-led alternatives. Control over infrastructure will define international relations for years to come. The race to build and secure these routes is reshaping the global chessboard. The future of trade is being written on steel rails. The Tehran-Xi'an Railway's success is accelerating plans for even greater Eurasian integration. A proposed direct rail link through Afghanistan would connect Iran and China via the Wakhan corridor, offering a faster, more direct route. Security challenges are immense, but the strategic logic is compelling for all three nations. Afghanistan could transform from a landlocked state to a vital land bridge, while Iran and China diversify their options. Simultaneously, construction is set to begin on the Rashtastara Railway, the final link in the International North-South Transport Corridor, INSTC. This corridor, backed by Russian financing, will connect St. Petersburg to the Persian Gulf and India, slashing transit times. For Russia and Iran, both under sanctions, the INSTC is a strategic necessity, redirecting trade toward Asia. With east-west and north-south corridors converging, Iran stands at the intersection of two powerful trade axes. It's a pivotal moment for Iran's emergence as Eurasia's central hub. The China-Iran rail link is redrawing the map of global power. The US and Europe are countering with their own infrastructure projects, like the India-Middle East-Europe Economic Corridor. The race is on to build and control the world's new trade arteries. Watch the progress of the Rasht-Astara Railway and the Afghan Corridor. Success or failure will shape Eurasian integration. As land routes grow, they could carry sanctioned oil and gas, challenging the dollar's dominance and shifting energy geopolitics. This is about more than trains. It's about power, ambition, and new realities. The Iron Silk Road is a declaration of intent, signaling a new era for Eurasia. The journey has just begun, and its impact will echo for decades.